torture centers. So these are Scientology labor camps, and I have firsthand experience with these because my dad, I'm pretty sure works. Well, he works in Narconon, and then I'm pretty sure they work with other people I'll talk about. So, Narconon is Scientology's drug rehabilitation program. Um, Former participants and executives from Narconon centers have come forward with claims of abuse and dangerous practices. One of the big things, and I know from firsthand experience, they do this. So, um, in a 2013, former Narconon blah 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 said that the former president of Narconon said that the centers preyed on vulnerable people and used deceptive sales tactics because again to them it's fair game. You can lie, you can deceive, you do whatever you want to anyone as if they're not willing to join the church basically. So so they in Narconon they employed the purification rundown detox program, which is extremely makes no sense medically speaking. Spend up to 6 hours a day in the sauna for weeks. Ingest dangerously high doses of niacin and vitamins. Vigorous daily exercise with no rest days. Lawsuits from former patients, which my dad tried to get me to do all of this. I didn't. Former patients alleged severe hydration, tremors, anxiety, paranoia, things you would expect from overtraining and spending 6 hours a day in the sauna. No medical supervision. They don't allow doctors to run these things unless they're Scientology doctors. Uh, Auditing and drills. In Narconon, obviously, these people are just trying to get clean, but they employ Scientology practices, so they give them drills, which these drills are intense. I know from experience, it's like a militaristic thing. It's weird. Some former patients breakdowns, paranoia, trance-like states. 100% I can relate to these things. One former patient said their experience left their mind shattered and that they came out significantly worse than what they entered. This is what they do. They break you down so that they can offer you treatment, basically, which is just treating you like a standard normal human being. Sec checking. So this is some of their psychological torture that they employ. Sec checking and truth rundown. Security checks, sec checking, are an interrogation technique using an e-meter and deeply personal questions to probe a member's thoughts, including any doubts about Scientology or its founder. So in the news recently, it's come up. Leah Remini, I hope I'm saying that right, described the 4-month ethics cycle, which they've given me one of these as well when I was probably 8. I think I was 8 years old, maybe 9, and it was traumatizing. Yeah, psychological torture. They do this on purpose to try to get you to stay quiet. So they're very scary people. Human trafficking. So this is a big aspect of it. Why it's important. So Scientology Sea Org members, especially, are forced to separate from their children. You're not allowed to have kids or like parent. It's not allowed to be an activity. You have to dedicate your life to the church. And a lot of kids who are born into Scientology are coerced into doing this by their friends, family, everyone they know. So, in essence, it's human trafficking because at 10 years old, they'll sign a billion-year contract. Obviously, it's not enforceable by law, but still, it's a 10-year-old child signing a contract. All of everyone's so excited, clapping, look at them, things of that nature. And they get away with these things because they've done a significant amount of research as to what's legal and what's not under the confines of religion. What can we get away with and what's worth risking getting away with, and then we can just pay for it if it, a calculated risk. It's a business. So, the Hole. So I pulled this straight from Wikipedia. The Hole is the name of a detention building. Has several strange militaristic names as they do. In Riverside, California. Dozens of senior executives have been confined in the building for months or years. So it's essentially a Scientology prison, torture, labor camp. Consists of double-wide trailers within the Scientology compound, joined together to form a suite of offices which were formerly used by the church's international management team. According to former members of Scientology and media reports from 2004, the church's leader David Miscavige sent dozens of senior Scientology executives to the hole. So, um, the Tampa Bay Times described it in a January 2013 article as a place of confinement and humiliation where Scientology's management culture, always demanding, grew extreme. Inside, who of Scientology leadership went at each other with brutal tongue lashings and even hands and fists. So they just like argue. It's called bull baiting, and it's like you just want to break each other down. Essentially, it's a popularity contest of sorts. They intimidated each other into crawling on their knees and sending in trash cans and confessing to things they hadn't done. So this is like just straight torture. I mean, I don't know how they continuously get away with these things, but they lived in degrading conditions, eating and sleeping in cramped spaces designed for office use. And the thing is it's all brainwashing because they had you sign contracts. So in your mind, you think that like you signed up for this, whereas realistically, this isn't legal under the freedom of religion. I'm quite confident. The rehabilitation project force. I'm pretty sure my dad works with these people. Um, is the Church of Scientology's program for its Sea Org members who have allegedly violated expectations or policies. Um, and so this may include members who are deemed to have hidden evil intentions towards Scientology, members who are unproductive in their work, or who produce poor quality work. This is their incentive for you to work to the death every single day, because if not, you have to go to RPF. And I'm not gonna name, I've seen people go, and it's essentially they waterboard you and interrogate, they sec check you for several hours a day, and but you signed up for it, so it's okay. And on top of that, the program includes manual labor tasks and the study of L. Ron Hubbard's works. So you torture all day, read, study, interrogation. That's basically it. The rehabilitation program may take more than a year to complete, and the church has been accused of overworking and mistreating its participants. Scholars, journalists, and former Scientologists have characterized the RPF as a forced labor and reindoctrination program comparable to the Soviet Gulag system. So it is a torture slash labor camp, basically by definition. That's so yeah. That's everything. Hope this sheds some light as to what these things that they try to cover up. I know all the words they use. They use all these weird words so people don't understand. I'll explain any of these stupid words they use.